few people missed why I'm moving, so I'm gonna make another video. Long story short, I'm from North Carolina, born and raised. I moved from North Carolina to South Carolina in 2019 for a job. TikTok in 2020 during COVID and the pandemic. In 2021, I quit that job and went and worked for a trucking company as their social media manager and also as a hated it. Loved the social media side, but hated the recruiting side. I worked there 5 months. I quit that job. In February 2021 to become a full-time content creator. 2022, I started doing social media for small business while I was still creating content and doing all my platforms. At this point, I'm still living in South Carolina, but I went to Hawaii for a month in October 2022, and it just sparked something in me that I was like, I do not want to live in South Carolina anymore. I need to YOLO, live somewhere else. I can't afford to live in Hawaii, which that is my dream. Let me go travel the world. Well, not really the world, but as much as I could afford. Early 2023, I decided that I wanted to rent out my South Carolina house and kind of hop around and become this digital nomad. But I knew I didn't want to do anything crazy, all over the world. I couldn't afford it. So I started renting out some that were just local in South Carolina while I tried to figure out where I wanted to go next. Backtrack, one thing I didn't tell you. I have 2 rental properties in Charlotte. I lived in one of those for a month and then got that job in South Carolina and moved. So I only lived there for a month, and then I have another investment property in Charlotte. Okay, so I have 2 houses in Charlotte and 1 in South Carolina. Wanted to insert that because it'll be important later in the story. So I go from Greenville, South Carolina to Florida, and I just started going to different parts of Florida. I'm I want to live somewhere sunny. I love palm trees. I want to live still near a big city like Tampa or Miami. So went to a bunch of different cities, and I just was not feeling Florida. I absolutely love the weather and it's absolutely gorgeous there, but I just wasn't vibing with the people. So I had a bunch of friends that were you would love Texas people are amazing. And so I drove from Miami to Texas. Keep in mind, all my stuff is in storage. So really all I have with me in my car is clothes and stuff. So every time I'm going in and out of these Airbnbs, I'm having to unload my whole car. It was not fun. I mean, traveling is fun, but the process of it was awful. So I come to Dallas and I stay in a furnished apartment for 3 months, and I decided hey, I like it here. Let's just live here. I'll just live here a year. What else do I have to do? I'm I can live anywhere because I work remote at this point. So why not live somewhere fun? Fast forward, I have lived in Texas now almost 1 year. And while I do love the people are actually crazy nice here. And it's probably the one thing that I'm going to miss the most. I decided in all my crazy travels and my moving around, I just was I kind of do want to be at least driving distance from my family. And all my best friends live in Charlotte. This dance class that I absolutely love is in Charlotte. And I have a house that has been empty for now 3 months. So that's been a heavy financial burden because I'm paying rent here, which is over $1,600 a month, and I'm paying the mortgage back at home. Yes, I know that's what you sign up for when you become a landlord, and I've done it many times. So I've been able to somehow figure it out, but it's just becoming it's becoming a lot because being an entrepreneur, I'm still kind of that struggling entrepreneur where I don't make a crap ton of money. I make kind of just enough to kind of get by, and I'm just kind of tired of living like that. I just really want to thrive, and I just feel I'm going to thrive more if I live in Charlotte because I know so many people. My family's there, my friends are there, and I don't know, it just felt right, and I just felt God was calling me back. So that is the story of why I'm moving back to Charlotte. And I'm moving into one of my houses. I don't love the house, but that's okay. It's just a temporary thing. So I'm actually going to live there probably until next spring, and then I'm probably going to sell my South Carolina house so that I can use that profit to buy the house that I really want in Charlotte with a big old backyard for my little man. But yeah, I don't love Charlotte. It's not I'm gosh, it's the best city ever. I definitely don't feel that way. I just have really good community there. I love my church there, and it's going to save me money so that I can start traveling again, because I have really missed traveling. I know that this seems like I'm traveling, but I really not yeah, I guess, this past year I've just been in Texas. I haven't been able to go anywhere. And so I'm craving to go to like Mexico or like back to Hawaii, but I gotta save up for that.